Words pour out of my fingertips, painting morning into the garden, doves floating, their warm feathered grace filling the cups of my eyes, overflowing, colors spill through the windows, melting my reflection. The gray cat dreams, I can feel his heart beat. A mirage of empty fades into bottomless echoes, oscillating into reflections of moon, floating on endless oceans. My heart was sucked out by the tides. I was drowned, dissolved in waves of moon songs. Not even my nakedness was left. And I find myself spilling into these songs that dance me onto empty beaches as I wait for your heartbeat to find mine so we can float together in this sensuous ballet of lost and found moon. Is the poem in the flower, or is the flower in the poem? Petaled softness unfurls your heart into a song of elegant tendrils stretching into sky. Hidden thorns pierce and rip your skin into prayers echoing in dusty temples, crumbling under the weight of sky, falling. The heaviness and lightness of joy and sorrow and love, a deep underlying roar that consumed you long ago when you were waiting to hear the next song. Hanging on the edge of words, doves hover, morning calls you back to the liquid dreamscape of scintillating. The heartbeat of existence lies in the oscillations of this and that. Yet there is no this or that, or both or neither, as there is no unchanging thing or things to change. So do you exist without an imaginary backdrop of time and space? And can you find time or space or their absence? Who would find or lose your place in the passion play? What would be a bookmark? A kiss? Love? Love lost? What falls out of the book when your tears saturate the cover as the title slides into infinite wetness, and the pages dissolve into words, into sounds, into this very poem your eyes seem to scan and hungrily or lazily drink the words that pour through these fingers, this heart that is looking to taste your heartbeat, this perfect sound, this resonance, this love. Is it your heartbeat or mine? Who would recognize the flavor of love but love itself? Without two or one or none, where is the moon? Where are these eyes that seem to drink the moonlight? And where is this, if there is no there? We exist only in the dream of separation, of separate things and separate events, of time and space. This is the only world we can know. There is no escape, as wanting to escape this is this. Is this real or unreal or surreal? It is as real as it feels. We are not, nor is love, yet here we are, and I love you. The feeling that this should look or feel a certain way can dissolve, as well as the belief in other, better, more, and next. And this causes the feeling of separation to leave. There is a most wonderful feeling of okayness, of super-saturated wonder, of love. Yet that is the dream as well. Life looks and feels like anything at all. For me, for you, for anyone. And we can never know what it feels like for another. We are utterly alone. To say that you have figured it out, the path to bliss or happiness, is pure delusion. There is no path to nowhere, and who would arrive at this imaginary next? You are not, yet you will die. We are not, yet we love. Life is like a fairy tale that I heard long, long ago when I didn't even know what words were, like being dropped into a foreign film, and it is unspeakably rich and beautiful and sublimely empty, and it doesn't matter that I don't know the language and that there are no actors and no directors and no script. Roses in my mouth. Tears shared are the ocean of love, bathing us, drowning us in unspeakable wonder. Words color in the rainbows they paint. We fall through the cascading. Love has no name. Love has no words. It is not contained in shadow and light. It slides through our fingers, pours through our hearts, kisses us deeply into this daydream of love. A dream of infinite heartbreak. Love cannot be found or lost. We are this ballet of tears where joy and sorrow merge. There are no words for this love. This love, not sung, sings itself. Inside the sky, under the spinning stars, deep sea anemones breathe in your chest. All of life is singing. Galaxies are forming and dissolving into colors you can never catch. Your breath, it is not yours, nor is this heart beating wildly. No poems can be found inside these words. No love rests inside your heart. Heartbeat of life, rhythm of this and that, timpani of thunder roars through you. You are sky bursting, and the shelter of ancient love songs scattered under the trees, poems strewn across the sky. Above the clouds, there are stars spinning. They can only be seen at night, but day cannot hide from its own light. Nothing can hide or reveal love. Words are but an empty net of jewels, reflections dissolving into their own light. She poured herself into a book of poems so everyone could drink. And in this dance of one, of two, of many, of none, hearts explode with wild, mad love, spinning, dancing, pirouetting with itself. The illusion of space and time is beautiful. Beauty is a beautiful illusion. All is love, says nothing. There is nothing to say or not say. That this is all mystery makes all this seem like a thing called a mystery, and that there is a someone who understands and others who do not. No one is free of understanding. There is only unknowing. Not that I am this unknowing. There is no one big thing or one all-inclusive, edgeless thing, even wholeness or love, that has no solidity or liquidity, or qualities or time or space or any characteristics, distinction, measurement, or non-measurement. Is there a self? Are there others? Are there things? Is there nothing? Who could step outside of what seems to be happening and gaze upon this unspeakable world of fleeting, flowing edgelessness and say, oh yes, this is the way it is, or is not? And yet singing seems to happen, and words seem to paint things, and things called nothingness and emptiness and wholeness and sides are formed, and the dance begins, and it is beautiful beyond measure, for this sharing and of apparent perspectives is indeed a lover's dance, as we exist only as these imaginary points of view. Are they real? Are we real? What is real? What is unreal? Is life, is love a beautiful mystery? Can we know love if we are this dance of love? There is no mystery to solve, nor door or heart to unlock and open. Only edgeless, ephemeral openness. Love seems to know itself. Love is as real as it seems. May I have this dance? What would we be without broken hearts? These are our wings. She wondered about the meaning of meaning and spun into the dream of unknowing and danced across and outside of the footprints she had been following into a world of unspeakable beauty. There is no thing called truth outside of the naming of it, and no thing or things that are unknowable. Unknowable is a word that seems to capture and set free all words. Yet they are simply these words casting a dream spell, this dream dreaming itself, painting and melting our eyes into the seeing, drawing and casting our dreams into a sea of dreams, where nothing is caught or grasped or held, not even the waves or deep currents of sky reflections basking in the never more of boundless love, which seems to be caught by the words boundless love. But like trying to catch a fish which is made of water, it slips away as all things do, as they never were. We never were. Love never was. Yet here we are, painted by words and melting into each other's eyes, soaring wingless, skinless, sky in sky. We can never be joined, as we were never apart. What is happy? What is sad? Who would be separate from this current of emotion to know? Is there a heart of love, a nectar of life that you can grasp? The longing itself is beautiful. Hands, hearts, eyes reaching out to see, to know, collapsing into the reaching, the seeing, the longing that seems to define us. Spiraling galaxies rushing slowly, arms of light illuminate the dark and burn our eyes with the awe of a dance without feet, without space, without time, without dancers. Web of starlight spins you into a dream of exquisite wonder, and you become dizzy as you fall into a bliss of unknowing where no one exists. No lovers can be found twirling in this pirouette of dreams. Are we this lover's dance that is, yet not is? There is no knowing, and no one who longs to find or lose her feet or fall through the sky that is falling through itself. There was never any place called home, nor any place that was not. No one to leave or return, no one to weep these empty words that slide across the page and dissolve into their own wetness. One echo, one heart, one love. Vibrations of love do not require millions, only two, only us. The heartbeat of existence is this and that. Wings soaring, lose their feathers, their skin, their bones, as fingers of sky fall through our fingers, and there is no more reaching for knowing, for sky, for love. How can the sky fall if it is already kissing the ground? Our hearts, this love knows the words that sing them. Love melts into its own caress, an atemporal love song singing itself. The idea that there is a someone with something or without something is simply the game of this call and answer love song that no one sings. Yet it appears I arise in these words, these wiggly lines, these songs that flow through these fingertips, trailing meaningless echoes across the pages that have no substance outside of these words that have no sides. Nothing inside them nor outside, as inside and outside are ideas, are words, are symphonies of wonder, just like you. Calling this, including anything called this, when there is no this or that. Love without other has no words. That's why I write poetry. The sound of love is rain, is tears, is wind dancing and flowers wilting, and the vault of sky crashing into its reflection, shimmering on the sea of dreams that it never left or entered. Soft cloud murmuration, flowering sky, sings its naked beauty, caresses this edgeless heart. Wind pours its colors through oceans of liquid silence. Love rushes in and out of her own chest. Nakedly my heart beats, tears fill my eyes. The world is weeping, or is it sky? Love overflows, erasing the banks of time and space and any sense of a center where anything could be held or understood in this avalanche of words of sounds. The mourning doves and the lone robin who spends the winter in the garden. The footprints of rain streaming down the window. The excruciating heartbreak of our shared humanness. This choir of angels burning all sound and silence. Passionately, love eviscerated me with slender teeth and burning breath. Radiant luminosity torched my world. Love swallowed all and everything, including herself. Words chase their own tails, and the circling seems to define a center, to inscribe a heart in the middle of this dance, this pirouette of wonder. But it is a holographic play, as there is no substance to this song, this gem that has no edges, but seems to reflect infinite colors. And as you reach for the beauty is your hands, your heart, love reaching out for love. This very song, these very words, can never touch the beauty they are. Yet love seems to circle around itself and pierce its own touch, burn its own hands, break its own heart. And we seem to arise in the spinning, the dancing, the twirling of love songs remembered and forgotten, heard and unheard, sung and unsung. What is this ungraspable beauty of life, this love we cannot hold? Does it lie inside the words, the music, the love songs we cherish, or is it in the ones we forget? Memory cannot find the words or music, yet we seem to dance. Is it the morning dove softly swooping onto the naked branches, or the weight of this heavenly caress of light thawing leftover snow? Is it hidden in the shadows under the frozen roses? Is the frost outlining every petal, as if your fingers, your eyes were painting them? It is a secret, a mystery, a gem, a buried treasure deep in your heart. The absence, the presence of all things, this indescribable fullness bursting. The foggy rain of moonlight or morning kissing the empty ground, the rush, the roar, the sound, the silence, these thoughts, these feelings that no one can find or hold or erase or discover or define, or find any meaning or non-meaning to this river of life that has no banks or source or destination. It feels like love flowing through itself, a deep current of ocean pouring through its own wetness, supersaturating all that seems to appear. We can never know what love is, or indeed anything at all. And this morning song of midnight blossoms falling gently into the softness of unknowing, and a hush beyond words, softly, gently, breathing, I love you.